Hello, Honors Algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here, and this is your spring baked video. Remember I said it wouldn't get posted till Monday. I am going to make one little change in it. I said there would be 8 problems, and I look at the nature of these problems, and they do take a little bit of time, and my point isn't to work you to death over break. You do need a little bit of a break. I just don't want you falling, losing all the stuff that we'd gathered. Some of you, of course, who, take some optional days off here and there, and then you don't do all your work, well, you're going to fall behind, but there's nothing I can do about that. If you don't want to be successful, you don't want to take the actions of a successful person, there's nothing I can do. So for those of you that do want to be successful and are taking good actions, and you know who you are, I will change this to 4 problems. Okay, you can see the 4 problems there. There's number 1. There's number 2, there's number 3, and number 4. I'm going to help you set up the first one, maybe give you a couple warnings, and then that's it. Now, over here, I will show you there are the answers, okay? Tuesday, when you come back to school, the Tuesday after Easter, I will expect to see full work to get these answers. If you have a page full of answers and you tell me your work is in your locker or it is at home, you will not receive credit for this assignment. You cannot give it to me Wednesday. It is due that Tuesday because there's just too many of you that think it's optional to do work, okay? And then you're not going to do it over break, which defeats the purpose of me putting a video on to stay sharp. So for those of you who are conscientious and you care, you've got 4 problems to do. Like I said, I'm going to help you set up this number 1, and then it'll be up to you to set up the other ones. And we'll be having a quiz on this shortly after we get back. Not that Tuesday, but shortly after. All right, so let's see here. A chemist needs 50 liters of a 14% hydrochloric acid solution. Unfortunately, I think it's supposed to say she. I changed from a man to a woman in the middle of a problem here. There we go. Unfortunately, she only has 2 bottles of acid on hand. One is 12% acid and the other is 20% acid. All right. She decides to mix some liters from the 2 bottles she has in order to create the 14% acid solution. How many liters from each bottle should she use? All right. Well, we're going to make our little table, right? And my smartboard is acting funny here. No, I don't want that. Well, I guess I could make that work. Very strange that won't load or change. All right, I can make that work. All right, so we're just going to ignore the arrows, right? Okay. And then if I just do a little cloning here, boom, boom. Oh, that's not good. Wow. Talk about crazy business. It's like the smartboard or the computer is becoming possessed. All right, let's see if I can't get this right. Control D, and then Control D. All right, and so we're going to be talking about the 12% acid and then the 20% acid. And then this is going to be our mixture over here, right? The mixture. Okay, and this will be the liters. This will be the percent of acid. And this will be the liters of actual acid. And so it says we're going to mix some from both of these together. We don't know how much, so let's go with X liters of the 12% and Y liters of the 20%, and we're trying to create 50 liters in our mixture. All right, the percentages of acid as decimals are like so. And then the actual liters of acid I would get by multiplying the percent by the liters. So that would be 12 hundredths X, 2 tenths or 20 hundredths Y. If you want to leave it 20 for the 20%, that's fine. And then this one I'll do 14%. Now, if you were watching the other video, let's see here, 100% would be 50, so 10%. Oh, where are we at here would be 5. 1% would be a half, So I believe that'll be 7, right? Because 10% is 5, and then 4 ones, and 4 times a half would be 2, and that'll be 7. So you should be able to set up your 2 equations now. If you don't know what I'm doing, check out that other video that says 4 Laney, and you'll understand what I did over there. Okay, yes, always need to be learning if you want to be successful. So right now, x plus y equals 50, and there you go. There's your 2 equations. Now you can solve using substitution. All right, so I am not going to solve it for you. I think you've had enough examples. You can go back, watch an old video. You could send me an email. You know, if you're having trouble with one of these problems, please send me an email asking for clarification. Or, you know, if you want to make a table and then scan it to me and send it as attachment, I can tell you if I like your table, or I can show you what I would do. A little collaboration there. All right, so that's going to be it for the video. There's the problems, and let me show you those answers again. Okay, remember there are 4. And seriously, if you think on Tuesday you're going to show me these answers with no work and tell me some story about how your work is at home or you left it at your dad's, or I'm not accepting it. You need to have the work for it. It is not okay to bring it the next day. You know, I'm giving you the answers. Lately I've had a couple students try to do that where I'm giving them the answers, they're not doing the problems, and I guess they think I'm going to fall for it. I don't know. But you've got to have the work to go, and the work has to make sense. It can't be hocus pocus, all of a sudden here's a bunch of magical answers. Again, send me an email and over this break, and I will respond to you. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your break. Mr. Laurence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.